So I've made a few videos on the different gaming cloud streaming services that are currently available. I have used xCloud, which is Xbox Cloud Gaming. I've also used GeForce Now, and I've also used the Shadow PC that I've recently gone into. I'm not even going to touch Stadia, so let's leave that one out. And because I've used all of these streaming services, I'm going to try my best to give you advice on which one I think is the best one. Okay, so here we are on the Xbox Cloud Gaming, aka xCloud, and let's go for, say, like a really big game, because even if you go for a big game or a small game, there's still going to be like compression, there's still going to be like glitches. So let's just find one that's going to be suitable for the example I'm trying to give. You know what, let's just say Ark Survival Evolved. We've played this a number of times on the channel, but yeah, let's go ahead and play this. This is a new thing. And before we continue on, I just want to mention that this is the sort of desktop Xbox app, because I can either use the desktop app or Microsoft Edge to get like a better experience of Xbox Cloud Gaming. So yeah, here we are with Ark Survival Evolved, and yeah, we've played this a number of times on the channel. I don't even know how many a number is, but I kind of forgot that we usually wake up, you know, looking at our arm and stuff, but this time we didn't, because I think I checked it. I did like a different location or something, but usually, yeah, you've got like a sort of input lags and sort of, yeah, it's input lagging right now. So, and you've also got a bit of like compression lag as well, which is like you get to see the pixels on the screen, and like the resolution isn't like crisp, so you get that. And that's what you mostly get from xCloud. I'm going to call it xCloud from now on, because it's, you know, shorter than saying Xbox Cloud Gaming all the time. So yeah, xCloud. And you can play xCloud, it's just... what the hell? Alright guys, we're back. So what happened was I actually lost internet, which has been happening quite frequently recently, and I was hoping I wouldn't, but we did, so hopefully it won't happen again. So now we're back on the Xbox dashboard thing, and this time I'm actually going to go for a smaller game rather than Ark, which is like a massive game, like 100 gigabytes actually. We're going to go for Among Us. And no, it's not because I'm the imposter. It's because it's a smaller game, and I can't remember if you can actually play it. I mean, you can play it. I can't remember if I can play it. So I'm gonna try. Okay, so for some reason, Among Us doesn't want to play. Not entirely sure why, but let's go for, you know what? Try Power Wash Simulator, because that's, I mean, it's a tiny bit bigger than Among Us, but it should be fine, right? Okay, so here we finally are with Power Wash Simulator, and so far, yeah, it actually sort of runs fine. So, wait, can we do free play? No, we can't do free play, can we? Vehicles. Okay, so we can do free play on clean the van, so resume job, I think. So here we are, and I mean, so far, like, it does play fine, and since this is a smaller game, oh, you still get that refresh rate, or refresh screen rate thing, even though apparently it's still called VSync, which makes absolutely no sense. I mean, if you're okay with like the screen refreshing, then you can totally, you know, play this like completely fine. But if you don't like the screen refreshing like a few times, then it's not going to be very good for you, sorry. Now, I could try the Microsoft Edge version of xCloud rather than the desktop app, but we've seen firsthand that with the Microsoft Edge version, the input is super late. Well, okay, not that late, but it's more laggy than the desktop version. The only difference between the two is that on Microsoft Edge you get more input lag, and there's that, like, the removal of the refresh rate screen thing. But on Microsoft Edge and on the desktop app, you still get the sort of compression problem issue thing that, like, I don't know if it's going to sort that itself out in the future, but I think the problem is that you know what, let's go on to GeForce Now and let's see what the results are. So let's see what I've got in my library. Oh, look at that, I've got Ark Survival Evolved in my library. Right, so let's go ahead and go play Ark Survival Evolved and see the differences. Alright, so we're finally in the game, so let's do host, and yeah, island, play single player. And let's get into the game. Okay, so now we're inside of the game, and it saved my position, funnily enough. And also, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really see much compression on the screen. I mean, maybe I just can't see it, but I can't really see much compression on the screen. And plus, the input from my mouse to the screen, it looks very, very almost instantaneous, which is really, really, really nice, actually. And I think with GeForce Now, you get a better experience with playing these games rather than xCloud. I mean, xCloud is apparently still in its beta form, and I don't... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my controller was vibrating because it's still connected. And that scared me. You know what, let's just go for West Zone 1 medium, sure, why not? Oh, whoa. Okay. So a bit of lag there, of course. I think that's only because of the internet is trying to do, and because I've been having dropouts recently, it's going to have dropouts for the session, which is, to be fair, expected. Yep, just like that. And we're seeing a bit of compression there as well. It's not as huge compression as it does on xCloud, but there's still a tiny bit of compression. But yeah, that is Ark Survival Evolved. It's definitely a bit better on GeForce Now than it is on xCloud. And now I'm going to try out another game on GeForce Now, and this one's called The Medium. And the reason why I'm going to try out this game is because I'm going to try out The Medium on GeForce Now, and then I'm going to try out The Medium on... Actually, no, I've got The Medium on GeForce Now and Death Stranding. So we're going to go for The Medium. Now, there is a little tiny bit of a problem with The Medium on GeForce Now, and when you get to the main menu, and then, I don't know, press a button to, like, go into the sort of main menu thing. So, like, if I press any button right now, and you're hearing stuff in the background right now, so, press any button. You're still hearing things in the background, okay. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Because normally, you don't hear anything when you press any button. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so now if I press continue. Okay, so I can't hear anything, but will I be able to hear anything though? Okay, so I can actually hear stuff. Okay. So maybe it has been improved then, because the last time I tried playing The Medium on GeForce Now, like, there were sound problems from the main menu to the actual game. So maybe it's, like, fixed now, or maybe I fixed it. I don't know. But let's just play The Medium for a little bit. And yeah, we're inside of this sort of place, and so far it plays fine. So if I go into the settings and go into display, I've got, you know, my custom settings on so that I don't have everything to ultra, I don't have everything on low, so I've got everything on, like, its own sort of setting to make sure that I don't use too much of the Wi-Fi to give me the best possible experience. And you're going to get lags here and there because, well, The Medium is not a very optimized game anyway. But yeah, I've had an alright experience with playing.
It all hit me as soon as I entered.
Yeah, so I've had a pretty good experience of playing the medium. There has been some compression issues here and there, but apart from that, it's been a pretty nice experience. So yeah, let's go on to Death Stranding now. So here we are now on Death Stranding, and I've played Death Stranding quite a bit on the channel, and so far, like, the experience on GeForce Now is like amazing. Like, sometimes I forget I'm actually playing on the internet sometimes, and that's why it's so good. I mean, sometimes it does look not that great, but yeah, I really need to be careful. Yeah, the reason why I'm showing you guys the Medium and Death Stranding on GeForce Now is because I want to show you the sort of differences between GeForce Now and using the Shadow PC that I've got recently. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so a little bit of lag there. So yeah, I'm gonna quit now, and we're gonna go on to the Shadow PC now. Now, in all fairness, I only tried out the Shadow PC like recently on video, and I never actually went into any games. I think I only went into like one game maybe, but that's only because it took so long to download, and they did promise about 1 GB or 1 GB download speed, but because of how many people are using the Shadow PCs, the cloud PCs, it's kind of really difficult to get all 900 megabits out of internet. So the most is going to be from about 300 to maybe 500 megabits if you're lucky. Alright, so here we are on the Shadow PC. Now, firstly, before we go into Steam and the Medium or Death Stranding, I'm actually gonna go onto the What the hell? Oh right, okay, so it was updating. I was going to say, how dare you close down my app? I didn't do it. So now, if I go over to, if we just type in speed test, obviously what's going to show up is speed. We've got the Google speed test here, which sometimes I use, but we've also got speed test by Ookla, which is like the more commonly used one. So let's go ahead and do go and see what our speed is like. So we've got about 700, 800, possibly 900. Well, yeah, it's very close to 900. Oh, very. Oh, we just hit 900 download, and we've got 100 upload. So yeah, this is on speed test by Ookla. But if now we go to speed of .me, which recently I just found out about, let's go ahead and do start test, and currently we're getting around 600. Okay, so we've got 600 download speed, and I've got 100 upload speed. So I think the 600 is what my internet actually is on Shadow PC, but speed test by Ookla is like I don't know what that is, but this one is a very accurate or a more accurate representation of what the speed actually is. Now, just by comparison, my actual internet is about 30 to 35 download and 5 to 7 upload. So this Shadow PC has like a massive upgrade, but it's still very unstable and very like laggy in terms of how much download I actually get. I mean, if I'm downloading stuff on Steam, it takes about 20 to maybe 30 minutes. It takes about 10 to 30 minutes to download something because it keeps on shifting from, say, 100 to 200 to 300 to 400. It keeps on shifting between those download speeds, which is kind of annoying, but it's kind of a given when you have to look at the bigger picture of how many people are actually using this service. Okay, so now I'm on Steam, and the first game that we're going to be going for is Death Stranding. And the reason why I'm going for Death Stranding first is because I've had a better time well, better-ish time playing Death Stranding or trying to play Death Stranding on Shadow PC than I do with the Medium, and I think you'll see why in a moment. Okay, so now we're on the screen, and okay, I was about to say, is there no like sound or background music or anything? But there is. So, wait, hang on. Why is my controller not working for this? Oh, apparently my controller isn't working for this for some reason. I've got it connected. Weird, but okay. Let's just go into the options and check out the graphics. So everything seems to be okay, right? Yeah. Okay. Turn off motion blur because I don't know why. I'm just gonna turn it off because why not? So now let's just continue. And how long does it take to actually get into the game? Okay, so that took a lot longer than I did on GeForce Now, which is a definite surprise. But let's see how this goes, eh? So, I mean, at the moment, it's going alright, I think. I mean, I don't think I would have the same experience as I would do on GeForce Now on Shadow. Oh god. Yeah, I need to remember to like balance myself and stuff. But one thing I've also noticed on my network usage is saying that I'm using up about 17 megabits, which, well, usually I use up about maybe 5 megabits, which is not nearly as much as it should be using. So I'm kind of surprised about that, because usually I use about 5 megabits, but I'm actually using just under 20. So it's definitely better than what I was expecting. Which, okay, fair enough. Okay, let's go on to the Medium now. Alright, so we're finally on the Medium now. So, the last time I actually played the Medium on Shadow PC, I couldn't even get into the game because it was lagging so badly. But is it better this time? So, display, my quality's alright. Okay, so yeah, am I actually able to get into the game? Oh, that's kind of interesting. There's no sound. Okay, if I press enter, is there gonna be sound? Ooh, there's no sound. I've not experienced this. I mean, I've only experienced this on GeForce Now, and I did, actually, hang on. I improved it by going to settings, audio. Oh, I've now got sound. Okay. Huh. That's a tiny bit of an issue. Okay, so I am actually able to play the game. This didn't happen before. And it does seem to be okay. Interesting, okay. Okay, so now we're back outside of the Shadow PC, and to be fair, I think this is going to be the last time I'm going to be using it. Not because it's like a really bad service, just I can't really recommend it. I mean, they're a very, I think they're like a small company, so their sort of service and management is very low, I think. But I just wanted to make this video to draw comparisons between the services, and to be fair, I got kind of surprised along the way, which surprises me. But I just wanted to make this video to update you guys on what I think is the best cloud gaming streaming service, and in my opinion, I think it is GeForce Now. As much as xCloud is trying its best to be like a really good gaming cloud streaming service, I can't really recommend the gaming streaming cloud from it. I need just quit xCloud for goodness sakes. I can't really recommend the xCloud because, one, I think because of the library of games it has, it's trying to do so much at once. It's just crazy, but because you got GeForce Now, which you have to actually own the game to play the games on it, it doesn't have its own library. You have to have owned games to go into your library. I think that's better because GeForce Now concentrates and focuses on the compression, the latency, and all of that stuff to do with cloud gaming, cloud streaming. And I think Xbox, because they have such a library of games, they lack that focus on the latency, on the compression side of things. That's my opinion anyway. And with Shadow PC, I mean, if you're looking to use a computer that has better specs than your own computer, maybe go for it. But then again, the service isn't like optimal or the best. I can't recommend it personally, but if you have a good experience with it, then that's good. I'm happy for you. I personally can't recommend it. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this video was informational, helpful, etc, etc. And if you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.